Alright. Darling, you got to let me know. Should I sleep or should I code? If I sleep, I'll blitz the milestone. And if I code, I'll break my head bone. So come on and let me know. Should I sleep or should I code?
Alright, woo! Alright, so we're here with Jay Goldman and David Crow.
To label us maybe more facilitator rather than organizer. And
Instigator.
Instigators.
That's a good word.
Okay, show of hands, how many people know what BarCamp is?
It's a tent and a bunch of liquor. BarCamp is an ad hoc unconference. Basically, often at tech conferences, there's more talent in the audience than there is on stage. And the idea with BarCamp really is that it's a spin-out from BootCamp. BootCamp was arranged by Tim O'Reilly of O'Reilly Publishers, who was friends of O'Reilly, and in true geekdom, the second canonical programming variable to Foo is bar. God.
So, BarCamp, because FooCamp was by invitation only, and there were a lot of people who felt that there was a lot more talent out there than what was invited to FooCamp, and so as a response or co-event to FooCamp, they organized BarCamp. Both FooCamp and BarCamp involved actual camping, so hence the word camp. We all got together at the end of it and we said, how do we keep the ball rolling? How do we keep having events like this? David?
So, DemoCamp really is it's an opportunity for developers in Toronto to get together on a monthly basis and share what it is that they've been working on. The goal is that all of this is about the community. So it's about the people who come out, it's the people who attend. It's determined by those people. So to set a specific direction is sort of to say, what is the community in Toronto look like?
We don't actually use the term organizer because really all we did was say, this room at this time, and if you want to present, sign up on the wiki.
We love doing it because we love that everybody comes out, but this is a community, and the responsibility to have events on an ongoing basis doesn't rest on our shoulders, it rests on everybody's shoulders.
Favorite thing so far has been seeing how people connect. So we've had a bunch of times where somebody's found a job. My company Radiant Port has actually hired somebody from the BarCamp.
Hi, I have a video. I'm sure none of you know who I am, but I would like to meet you all. I am an audio engineer. What I'd like to do here today is kind of just openly offer my services.
Sorry, continue. So we've actually hired from the group. We've had a number of people who have gotten jobs from it, and I've made a whole bunch of friends. And that, to me, was sort of David's goal in the beginning was find a bunch of like-minded people. So, David and I hang out now, Suda, a whole bunch of the people, Bryce, we'll actually go outside of DemoCamps and socialize, and that was sort of the point of this one.
For me, it's the fact that there's 100+ people who come out on a monthly basis who are interested to find out what's going on. But every time we look out into the audience, I ask the question every month of how many people are new? And there's 50% of the faces I've never seen before, and it's great to see both the people keep coming back and that there's new folks. So whether we're doing something right or wrong, the community will let us know.
Okay.
I actually really like when people break DemoCamp rules. I really appreciate it.
Like what?
Like the Pearl 6 guy.
Well,
last
that was really funny. That was true when he did that presentation later.
My name is Damien Conway. I am Australian. So, just to start another language war, I'm here to show you what you'll be using when you get sick of Ruby. I'm allowed to use PowerPoint, eh? But using Vim's okay, right? Generally speaking, no, but we'll make it. Oh, sure, yeah, that's good. Well, that one I'm just thinking. So, it can do bolds, it can do fonts out of colors. It can do stuff like this. The reason that I'm actually here is that a company called ValueClick is sponsoring you to travel around North America and speak. The reason they're doing that, of course, is that they're actually looking for Perl developers. So if you're a Perl developer and you're sick of living in boring old Toronto, and you want to go to exciting Los Angeles, then ValueClick is looking for you.
But like even Mike's presentation tonight, because it talks about a lot of stuff that I think software developers need to know. and I don't know if they necessarily actually learn it. Well, I think DemoCamp is basically an interesting phenomenon that's spun out of BarCamp. I mean, and David and I have talked, and me and the list have talked a whole about this a lot, whereas, you know, I honestly don't, I like DemoCamp, but for me the real show is BarCamp. You know, like all these things are just steps in between us, like in between the next BarCamp.
So here we are with Joey Davila, Two Cows developer.
Hi there.
I read your blog.
Actually, Two Cows Developer Relations.
Maybe describe what developer relations is.
Okay, well, developer relations is an interesting field. It's kind of half programming, half PR. Basically, what I try to do is I try to explain to developers and tell them the benefits of using the Two Cows platform, or just help developers who are working for people who are using Two Cows products to use our stuff to their fullest advantage. Basically, in the end, it's half programming, half PR. My take on BarCamp is that it is the hallway phenomenon of conferences writ large. The idea is that at a conference, the dirty secret of computer conferences, and don't tell your bosses because they write the checks for this kind of thing, is that most of the learning and most of the information that you get from a conference, you don't get from the presenter in the session hall. You actually get way more from talking to people in the hallways in that gap time between sessions. I've learned a hell of a lot more about my field and programming just simply by sitting in the lobby of the hotel where the conference is being held, chatting with other developers, sometimes even hammering together little bits of code and then, you know, making agreements to work on it further. It's amazing.
That's always the fun stuff.
Yeah, that in-between stuff that's not officially on the schedule, or the birds of a feather gatherings. You actually sometimes learn way more than you do in session. The idea behind BarCamp is we kind of turn the conference thing around. That's why it's called an unconference, where we pretty much do away with the structured stuff and try and make the conference as much a hallway or hotel lobby discussion as possible. I would have to say, I can't put my finger on it, but I just do like the fact that it takes me a long time to leave a demo camp because there's always somebody to buttonhole who I want to talk to or who wants to talk to me. The fact that it takes an hour to leave demo camp after you make the decision to, you know, leave the room and go home is a very, very good thing. It means that there's a reason that you want, there's a reason to stay and stick around longer. That's what I call a success. Say, okay, for starters, you know, if you want to start off simply, just come to a demo camp, be one of the, I hate to say the term audience because we try and get rid of that division between speaker and audience. Be one of the participants sitting down, but you know, if you've got an interesting software project that you'd like to show off to the world, the local developer community, by all means sign up on the wiki and say, I would like to make a presentation. It's not that hard. You don't have to make PowerPoint because we don't allow PowerPoint. And it's
one of the
actually
rules. Yeah, why don't you just tell them what the rules are so they're not caught by surprise?
Well, the first rule of DemoCamp is talk about DemoCamp. DemoCamp's power comes from the people and the participants. The more people talking about it, the better it is. The second rule is that you have to show something working. That's the general rule. We don't want PowerPoint slides or, you know, any presentation slideware. We don't want hand waving. We would like to actually see actual applications, even if they're in prototype form, working. And finally, you've got 15 minutes to make your presentation and answer questions. So the idea is get to the point, no rambling, no marketing spiel. Just tell us, just show us your software, show us your hardware, in fact, in action.
For those interested, you can check our show notes, and we will have links to whatever the upcoming DemoCast is, or DemoCamp, sorry, as well as links to previous DemoCamps as they come up. So I guess, Joey, the last thing I want to ask you to do, would you play your accordion for us?
Sure thing.
All right,
That's why I came to DemoCamp. I want to see Joey play his accordion.
Darling, you got to let me know. Should I sleep or should I code? If I sleep, I'll place the milestone. And if I code, I'll break my head bone. So come on and let me know. Should I sleep or should I code?
Tag things with DemoCamp.
That's it, folks. Bar's open.
Chandra, she's behind the camera most of the time. She's also responsible for all the audio, so if it sucks, it's her fault. And she hit me twice tonight.
I did. I hit him twice. Oh, I owe you money.
Yes, you owe me $20.
$20.
So, yeah, tune in. Hopefully you guys will come back and find this stuff interesting. And Chandra, amuse them without sticking out your tongue.
I know nothing.
She's new to this, but geekdom will prevail, and we'll turn her into a geek yet. Tech geek, not just audio geek. So, anything else?
No, nothing today. Nothing.